Good morning. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about the idea of storing your value or investing in physical metals and whether the juice is really worth the squeeze or if it's just a big hassle. A little bit of my background with it. I've never bought gold really, but I bought silver before, and it seems like it holds the value well. It gives you a feeling of that it is valuable. It will never go to zero. That's one of the huge advantages. But it also is kind of a hassle. When you go to buy silver, this is what a lot of people don't tell you about when you first get into physical metals. You pay a spot price. You pay a price to, unless you're buying private party or like on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, like 1-to-1, you're paying a spot price to that dealer. So you're paying an extra fee on top of whatever the cost is per ounce or whatever it is, whatever quantity you're buying. So you have to factor that in as well in terms of investing in it. You're going to have to make that spot price back over the course of time to make the investment worth it. So that's the first consideration. The second consideration is storage. How are you going to store this? Are you going to store it on your own? That's, I wouldn't say it's the exact same as keeping your money under the mattress, but it seems very similar to me. You have to store it. What if it's lost? What if it's stolen? There's always a certain level of risk when it comes to what they call self-custody, holding it yourself. Okay, so if you don't want to pay the spot price and you don't want to hold it yourself, what's the alternative? Well, you can invest in paper metals. So you can invest in like gold funds and silver funds and that kind of thing. But that comes with a whole new list of issues. Like it seems like it's kind of hard to find reputable dealers for that kind of thing or reputable sources for that kind of thing. I could be wrong about all that, but if you go on to Wall Street Silver or some of these gold subreddits and things like that, people are just like, they either say that all that stuff is manipulated or it's unsafe and you need to hold your physical metals, basically. So I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it. Is buying and holding and taking self-custody of physical metals worth it, or is the juice really not worth the squeeze? I mean, over time, the metal is going to go up in value. It's almost assured to do that, and it will never go to zero. That's another thing. So there's a finite amount of it. There are some great advantages to physical metals, and I'm somewhat aware of those. But it seems like it's more of a hassle than it's worth to me. By holding onto the physical metal, you're taking some risk. You're paying these spot prices, you're paying these fees. If you want to change it back into fiat, it can be kind of a hassle. So I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on this. It's something that I'm definitely still considering in terms of investment and storing value. It's more of a store in value than really an investment. It's designed to keep the value of your fiat through time. So say if you bought, a certain amount of money in gold 100 years ago, that same amount of gold would buy you the same amount of goods and services that it would 100 years ago. That's kind of the idea behind it. It's not really an investment, but more of a safe store of value. So thanks again for watching Millennial Diligence. I really appreciate all the comments. Been loving all the comments. This has been great. We just passed 500 subs, so I want to thank you all for that. And love to get your thoughts on physical metals. Is it worth it or is it not worth it? Thank you.